I haven't heard from my men brain to brain. I mean, except brain to brain, but I'm hearing some interesting things brain to brain. My Gail shield is getting stronger and stronger, and I heard that my men entered me into a beauty contest, kind of like a Miss Universe contest, except this one lets all women all over the world participate. And I placed something like second, and I was competing with the 20-somethings. I said, oh man, you guys are so silly. I wouldn't be surprised though if my men did something like that. Anyways, my mother was a beauty pageant winner. She won second place in the Miss Tokyo beauty pageant. I pretty much stuck to my my goals yesterday, though I went a little over, but in spite of that, I'm still maintaining a weight of, see, my mama was a model and a beauty pageant winner. Looks like I take after my mama a little bit, except she's not a very devoted Jesus Christ devotee. I forgot to mention, Zach Knight tried to get into my refrigerator, because about a week ago, when I went to my refrigerator, I opened the door and one of the compartments just flung out, and it was damaged. And I said, I know I didn't do that. And apparently Jesus Christ left that, and I fixed it with some tape, but one of the side compartments flung out where I keep my non-fat sour cream. Apparently Zach Knight planned on poisoning my non-fat sour cream, but he somehow got into my apartment, and he and Jesus were fighting it out about a week ago. I never mentioned that, but my refrigerator, one of the side compartments was flung out and damaged, and I had to tape it together. I tried using super glue, but I don't have any super glue, so anyways, I go online because I haven't heard from my men, so sometimes I go online and all I can do is search on Gerard Butler or Matthew McConaughey, or their clone wives like Lauren McBride, Camilla Alves, Morgan Brown, and I've noticed that they're all competing with me, and it's so funny that every man on my marriage list gets stuck with some no-name woman that the Jesuits make into a star. Like, whoever heard of Morgan Brown until she started hanging around with Gerard Butler? Whoever heard of Camilla Alves until she started hanging around with Matthew McConaughey? Whoever heard of Lauren McBride until she started hanging around with Brent Spiner? And it's pretty obvious if you just use logic and put two and two together that these women are nobody women, no talent women, who the Jesuits made into a star for the specific purpose of being their clone wife in order to sabotage their love for me. And they're trying to portray me to the world as the 58-year-old, crazy, lunatic, paranoid, schizophrenic woman who could never, ever compete with Morgan Brown and her bikini body. Let me just tell you something. Jesuits are overly obsessed with their physical appearance. And you might say, well, you're overly obsessed with your physical appearance. No, I'm just thrilled. I'm 58. I'm 58 and I'm able to look like this. I think this is Jesus Christ's revenge on Satan, because Satan doesn't like me because I'm the King David woman. You see, and as I've been doing research for my book, anyways, this is me I'm developing muscle all through here, but my weight's about 123 in the morning, which is amazing on Seroquel, which is a weight gainer medication supposedly. But by following the Gail commandments, I'm maintaining a good weight. So these women try to compete with me, but they're not attractive. I look at Morgan Brown, and the Jesuit press gushes about her, saying, oh, she's so knockout and everything. I'm thinking, really? I mean, it's like, I'm just wondering how it is that a woman can have such a hot bikini body and still look unattractive, but Morgan Brown doesn't, man. I don't know what it is about her. You look at her and her overall essence, she just looks like an athletic robot. And then like Camilla Alves, they really overpraise her in Jesuit news. They make her appear like she's so drop dead gorgeous that every man is just going to pant and go after her like a rabid dog, which is really insane because she's really not that good looking. They really overpraise her. I mean, they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to create a contrast between their women and my women, and to make me, I mean, and to make it look like there's no way that I could compete with them. And yet, when I went outside, I saw these crazy Jesuit clown formations. So apparently, apparently it's true what I heard brain to brain that I placed like second in the Miss Universe contest, and the Jesuits are mad because their women didn't even place. So it's like, I'm 58. They say I won a world record. I'm the oldest woman to ever place in a Miss Universe contest. See, look at my skin. From 58, no. I'm not saying, you know what? Morgan Brown has a better bikini body than I do, but I'm still more attractive than she is. She's just, the best word to describe Jesuit women is they look like they're all missing something. You look at Camilla, her overall essence is like, I don't know. She has this kind of look about her like you know what, I think I know what the problem is. The problem is that these Jesuit women like to strut, how do I say, they like to strut their good looks with this air of superiority, like, oh, I am so much better looking than all the other inferior women out there. And it's this attitude that they have that makes them ugly. It's just written all over their face, all over the way they present themselves. You say, well, look at you. Yeah, but I don't really have that attitude. I'm actually a pretty humble person. You say, well, why are you strutting yourself in the bikini? It's because I'm amazed. This is thankful to Jesus. Jesus put me on Seroquel. I believe Seroquel is one of the reasons my skin looks so young. So this is Jesus' revenge on Satan. He's saying, oh, you think your women are so hot, but look at my Gail. At 58, you know. And what I really dislike about Jesuit women, anyways, this isn't bad for 58. What I really dislike about Jesuit women is that the way they degrade any woman who doesn't have their perfect figure. In my opinion, Jesuit women are too angular. They look too fierce and aggressive, and they have this. They're totally lacking in what I call womanly glow. The beauty that's inward and outward that makes a woman really, really beautiful, and they just don't have the glow. Laurie McBride, they do Photoshop on her to try to fake it on her, but she's just, Brent tells me the real Laurie has always got a scowl on her face. She's always looks like she's mad. That's probably because she she hasn't been able to steal Brent Spiner's heart. She's tried. She drug raped him and tried to force him to take her instead of me, but all she can get is that inferior, wimpy clone, and she can't get the real Brent in love with her. And Camilla Alves has the same problem. All she can get is the vulgar, nasty Matthew McConaughey clone, and she can't get the real The real Matthew hates her. In fact, his heartbeat probably goes up to 200 when she shows up, because she obtained her relationship with him through bomb rape, and they're all missing the beautiful womanly glow that makes a woman beautiful. What the Jesuit women fail to realize is you cannot win. Oh, there's my laundry. I got to go get my laundry. So, anyways, I got to go. Oh, yeah, I better go get my laundry. What Jesuit women fail to realize is that to be truly beautiful, you need to have inward beauty as well as outward beauty. And it's actually they're too angular. Most of them, they're too angular. Their facial expression is too proud and arrogant. They don't have any womanly softness. They don't have the beautiful glow of serenity and peace that comes when you're truly in love with a man, that makes a woman just glow like a flower. And that's why they can't compete with me. I am not going to promote Jesuit lies. They can go ahead and label me crazy and an old faggot and everything, though I hear I won like second place in the Miss Universe contest. Special Miss Universe. And apparently the Jesuits are furious because they think their women should have placed. Their women are not attractive. If I was a guy and I looked at their women, I'd be running away for my life. They look like attack dogs. They I mean, Morgan Brown with Gerard Butler, that looks like, um, despite her bikini body, she's just angular, aggressive, and the best way to describe Jesuit women are they're like pigs with with diamond emerald wardrobes. And they strut their wardrobes around to the world and say, "Oh, look how hot I am. No woman can compete with me. I am the best. I'm so hot. Every man drools for me." And they're dragging their long gown with diamonds and emeralds behind them and flashing it before the world, saying, "I've got the perfect shape. I've got the perfect breasts, the perfect hips." And it's like everybody's thinking, duh, excuse me? Do you realize it's your very pride and arrogance that makes you ugly? It's like, it's almost like looking at the flat waist and saying, your waist is flat and you're ugly because you're too angular. You're too aggressive. You don't have any softness. You don't have any womanly serenity. You know, they look like female athletic robots, and their face looks cold, and the gleam that comes out of their eyes is satanic, and it just doesn't look satanic and full of mischief and like an evil gleam. When I look at their eyes, I feel like I'm looking at Satan's eyes. I guess if you want to make love to Satan, then then maybe you'll find these women attractive. Those are the only men that would find Camilla Alves, Laurie McBride, Morgan Brown, and these Jesuit clone wives, like even Robin is a. Look at the expression that comes out of their eyes. Of course, most of the pictures are Photoshopped. They try to soften their agents. I guess if you enjoy making love to an hourglass-shaped devil, you'd like Jesuit women. And my men are not like that. They prefer an angel over a devil in bed. Yes, an angel, but a passionate angel, rather than a robotic, mechanical, angular devil in bed who makes love like a dog in heat, devoid of feeling, devoid of warmth, devoid of commitment, and who's stabbing the man every other thrust. And I mean, that's the best way to describe a Jesuit.